Hey everybody, Josh from CollectionDX.com here again. This is part 3 of our Soul of Chogokin GX46 Dygenguar and Aussenseiter review. Okay, so here is where we are going to transform Aussenseiter into the horse mode, which may have a special name. If it does, I don't know what it is. A fair bit of warning. There is going to be so many parts strewn across here, you are probably going to lose your mind. It's actually not too bad, but it's just going to look like a giant mess. So, you've been warned. Okay. So, we'll take his gun off here. I'm going to swap his hand with the regular hand. Just so we'll have that in there. And now we begin the taking off of the parts. So this comes off. This comes off. This comes off. This comes off. Come on, head. That comes off. That comes off. That comes off. So far that's your parts pile. Oh, and that. So that's the parts pile. Here's the figure. Oh, and there's another part comes off, but it's part of the transportation. While I'm down here, check out the cool engine nozzles there. These are actually articulated. So these move. Kind of neat. Okay. So here we are. This is kind of the core robot of Aussenseiter. Here's how it goes. So first we take the head off, and this piece gets put away. The head goes back on. The hands, the arms go first. This comes in, and there's a little panel that comes out there, and then the double jointed arm goes up, and it's supposed to go way up in the arm, like so. Okay, same thing with this one. This one goes like that. Panel comes out. Arm goes up and in. Sometimes it doesn't go up as much as you would like it to. Maybe it gets caught in something. There we go. And look, here's that piece that came off. Remember I told you it was going to do that? Well, there you go. I'm going to leave it off. This is a pain in the ass. Alright. So, there you have it. There are the arms, like so. Now what you do then is take this arm section down to the side. That arm section down. And then this whole head unit comes off. And add it to the increasingly large pile of parts. So we have this kind of core. This is the kind of the core unit here so far. So we got to do a few things. One is with the legs. These panels come out. The feet go like that. Okay, and then this whole assembly here, get a better look at it from this way, comes out. Oop. Comes out like that. Okay, see where we're at? Good. Now, here's another part. See this part? It doesn't go anywhere except when you're transforming, otherwise it sits in the box. So these little parts of the feet here, these little connectors, will connect into the grooves on the side. So that goes like I'm somewhat retarded, so you'll have to excuse me. Why aren't you going? There we go. So what'll happen is, at the end, the wheel will end up sitting like that. And the same thing on this side. The wheel ends up sitting in. Alright, see what we got going on now? Alright, so, see you got a little, see this little square here? That square will go right there. So this whole thing comes around and tucks in like so. There you go. Okay. See where we're getting at? This is where we're at so far. Yeah, that's actually a better view right there. Alright. So, what we do then is we take these, and they actually come out just a little bit, and they come around to the back, and they will pop into little pegs here. One. Where is it? There we go. Come on. See how one popped in nice? The other one just kind of got a matter of lining it up to the thing. There we go. Alright. And now these stick out to the side. So believe it or not, here is the core of the horse, I guess. So we put that aside, and then we revisit the pile of parts. These are going to become the legs, okay? So close that. Pull that out. Now, this is a pain in the ass right here. This separates, and I often cannot do it at all. Let's see what happens this time. Oh, awesome, I did it. Okay, and this just gets turned around like so. Same thing with this one. Okay, and we shall just do it with the other cannon. So in case you missed it the first time. Just goes there. Okay, separate these two. And do this. And that. Okay, so you get these panels and these clips. They basically pop right into there. See where we're going with this? It's a good time. Alright. What have we got there? Okay. The horse legs, the back legs, go like this. And does it just me, or does this thing totally remind you of that Sentai horse toy from Magiranger? Okay, so far, that's what we got. See what we're working with. Good. We're not done. You stay there for a minute. So, now we have the head, horsey head. This goes this goes up, and this kind of tucks. This piece, if it's playing nice, will come out and be flush, but as you can see, it doesn't really like to go. So you got to kind of shimmy it a little bit. There we go. You go. Right there. But wait, there's more. You have this piece, which goes. Come on, you. There we go. It goes there. This goes there. front. Something like that. And all I need is one more piece. Last thing we need here is the tail. So this is the horse mode. It's not bad. Well, it wasn't that bad to transform, was it? The Dygenguar can get on him, but honestly, oops, didn't push that in hard enough. Looks a little silly. Fortunately, Bandai has come up with a solution for you to make it look, well, not so silly. So let me show you that. Alright, so we have the Aussenseiter and the Dygenguar. Let's change the leg position, like we spoke of before, for the horse riding, and it'll be a little easier. So we'll do that here and there. So like I said, in theory, you could kind of get on the horse, you know. But Bandai, being Bandai, CollectionDX being CollectionDX, they have two sets of parts. So you have the parts that transform, and then you have the parts that look good. So we are going to now take the next batch of parts. I'll take him out of here for a moment. So you have the horse, like so, and these are all the other parts that you need. Oh wait, there's more. You need that. You need that. I think I got them all. Oh, you know I didn't put on the horse the first time? I'm sorry, dudes. He has one of these flowing manes up here. Let me show you that real quick. So, how silly of me. This goes like that. And this goes like that. Oh, well, you get the gist. You know, flowing horsehair. Alright, so we made it work. We made it transform. Now we're going to make it look cool. So to do that, bye-bye horse head. Bye-bye part there. Bye-bye leg. Bye-bye other leg. Get rid of these guys. Alright, so now we're kind of back at the core, which actually looks like a cool motorcycle if you really wanted it to be one. So what we do here is we put on the cool looking horse head. We put on some cool looking horse legs. And you'll notice that this thing is actually reasonably sturdy and heavy in this form. It's not going anywhere. Nothing's really going to come off it. It's really nice. And everything is kind of fits together well. So let's see. Get that. Oh, gotta put the saddle on. Now the saddle, I noticed. Sometimes you gotta put your hand underneath, like so, and then you hear that click. That's when you know you got it going on. Okay. So now that looks a little better, don't you think? A little better. Now, Dygenguar can, in fact, go on him in this mode. But wait, there's more. He can go on, but here's the thing. He goes on better when you use the stand. Okay? This shit's awesome. You're gonna love this. So, underneath here in the front, there's a little spot where the stand goes. Just gonna wedge your way in there, knock some parts off, hit a baby. Come on, you. Alright, there you go. And then the back feet. Where'd that part go? There it is. Go something. Okay, so here's we got the horse on the stand now. Cool? Cool. Alright, so you think, oh, you just dropped Dygenguar on. No. No, you don't just drop him on. He comes with a cool cape that unfortunately only works when he is on the horse. So let's show you how to do the cape. Okay, head comes off. See this little tab right here? I use the sword to just kind of pop it out. Okay. Now you have to assemble the cape manually. So you have this piece here. That goes on there. On the back, you assemble the rubber pieces from Aussenseiter. Like so. And then you have this little clip that kind of neatly holds it all in place. Keeps it from coming off. So what this does then is this clips in like so, and then the head goes back on. So you can see what's going on here is that the cape is kind of stuck in one position, being the flowy back position, making it nigh impossible to to stand up. I mean, you can do it. It just looks kind of odd, doesn't it, just standing up? But there's a reason why it's molded in this fashion. So we'll go on to that. Now, when Dygenguar sits on the figure, the cape is so big it needs a little bit of support. So that's where these parts come in. It goes like so. And then you lift up his butt. Hey, look, there's a little hole there. It's a butthole. Kind of hard to get this in the butthole. Oh, I made it funny. Alright, so it looks weird, but you really don't see that part. Alright, so now on the seat you will notice a couple of indentations. Those are where the skirt armor for Dygenguar goes. And you can see on Dygenguar, this point and these points will go in there. So carefully place him on the horse and line up his skirt armor like so. And look at that. Remember I mentioned earlier about this leg armor coming off? I almost want to super glue that. Maybe I will later. Because if it hits the wrong thing, it's all over. There we go. And I don't know if you can see this or not. Yes, it comes with stirrups. So those just clip right underneath there. Okay. Same thing here. They just clip underneath. Ah, see? That's annoying. Come on, you. Alright, so now you can see how, well, you know, let me give him a sword. and then I'll show you. Then I'll back out and show you the whole deal. How cool it is. Move the pile of discarded parts away. Ta-da. Alright, you guys ready? So, that is the Dygenguar and Aussenseiter. You know what I mean, the Dygenguar and Aussenseiter. It's very awesome. I didn't think I was going to like it at first because I thought it was too complicated. And it is complicated. It's very complicated. But I actually like it because it's complicated. Normally, I cry this toy is too complicated and too over-engineered. But, you know, they tend to do that with designs that don't necessarily require it. This toy is a very modern design. It very much benefits from the advanced engineering, and Bandai engineered the shit out of this. I would have liked if they could have done everything without the 2 sets of legs, but realistically it would have looked odd, I think. I like the metal content. I like the play value. You can transforming this thing is a good 40 minutes, but it's a 40 minutes well spent. It just looks pretty snazzy, I gotta say. I am reasonably happy with it. Some may cry that this is an expensive piece, pushing almost $300. And to that I say, yeah, it's expensive, but it's very, very cool. You get 2 complete individual Solar Chogokin toys that are both on their own quality toys. One of which is a transformer, has 2 modes. And then the 2 modes can combine into one giant toy that is, I'd have to say, a foot tall, maybe? Let's take a look at a comparison here. It's big. So, if you want one of these, you should probably go look at your favorite toy store. Places like Big Bad Toy Store are now getting them through the Toynami Tamashii deal. This was not canceled. It's around. If you see it for sale through a domestic retailer, that's where it came from. I think you'll dig it. So I would recommend it. I would just keep a place to keep all of the parts handy. So this is Josh from CollectionDX signing off, and we will see you next time.